Diamonds are forever. Flows on open and caresses.
Well, it's a very tough day here at Worcester against a top side, but I guess we can't ignore the sheer number of absentees for your team today.
Yeah, look, we knew it was going to be a hard game coming away. Worcester up there for a reason. Sat third in the league before today. We knew it was going to be a tough afternoon. Not helped with obviously suspensions, few lads missing. But look, we done the work in the week. We thought we could come here, set up a certain way, and try and give them give a good account of ourselves, but give them a difficult afternoon. But yeah, it is a tough one coming away with like 5 lads missing. Picked up another injury as well today in Michael. So yeah, afternoon today.
And just to touch on those absences, I suppose the headliners will be Jamal Adams, top scorer, not here because of his suspension. Giles Wilson, club captain, he's injured. And of course, the list goes on. Can you just give us an idea of some of the other absences and where they are?
Yeah, so Fraser, he had a heart scan today for his futsal. So just something that he obviously had to be away for. He had to go and have that done. Joe Malkin, he's still injured. So he's a couple of weeks away, hopefully coming back soon. Trying to think of something. Jarvis, obviously long term. We're just waiting for how long he's actually away. So he had a scan in the week, still a bit swollen, so we don't know how long he's out for. Jamal missing from suspension was a big one. Obviously, he's a main man down the middle, and as we set up as a free, obviously he's a big miss. We tried to change shape today, but yeah, the absences it's difficult to take today.
Aiden as well. What about
him? Aiden, unfortunately, just was unavailable today. Not injury wise, so hopefully we'll have him back for Saturday.
Worcester are very strong at home. They've only lost twice here at Claims Lane this season. They score a lot of goals as well. So how did you approach this game today? Yeah,
I think it sounds cliche, but the hill is massive. For those that weren't here today, the hill is a big factor. So the idea was to try and just frustrate them. We knew they come with high energy in the first half. They try and get themselves in front and then see out the game in the second half. On reflection, I think we've probably gifted them 2 goals. I think at 1-0, if we can get in at half-time, we're very much in the game and we can put it on in the second half. The penalty, in my eyes, wasn't a penalty. I think when the referee looks back, he should be questioning himself. I think it's the wrong decision and it sort of kills us just before half-time. 2-0, look, we're in there at half-time. We still think we're in the game. We've come out 10-15 minutes to go. Well, first 10-15 minutes, try and put it on them. Try and get ourselves back in the game, but that goal never came. They obviously know what they're doing. They defend well, and they defend down that hill second half very well. So that they're used to it. It's their home pitch.
And if you look at the timing of the goals, the first one goes in after 6 minutes. I guess at that point you're ripping up the game plan. You then in the ascendancy for a good 20 minutes and then concede the second one, and then any little sliver of hope you've got left goes when that last one finds the net with 9 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think when we went 1-0 down, we were the better team. We looked like the only team to score at 1-0. And again, it's just little bit maybe toothless, a little bit soft. We need to be a bit more clinical in and around the box. We've put some great set pieces in from Cal, and it's just we've got to go and land on it. We've got to go and attack the ball, put it in the back of the net, because at 1-0, I thought we were the better team. The pen kills us, 2-0 down. But look, you come away to these games we've done it at Corn, we've gone away to these teams that are up there, and we've had a good account of ourselves. But it's just these small margins, the small things that look, they're a young group. We'll keep learning, they'll keep learning, and we keep trying to push them and driving them.
With that second goal coming so close to half time, did that affect your team talk or your strategy for the second half at all?
Yeah, the boys were annoyed, the boys were frustrated. I think we all were it's not a penalty. It does kill you, because at 1-0 our game plan is maybe we can be a little bit more patient. So second half we have to come out high intensity. We do really have to put it on them. I think we tried to do that. We've said to them after, look, if it doesn't come after 10-15, we still need to remain patient. I think there was a spell when it got a bit flat, and you might have seen that from the sidelines. There was nothing happening after 15-20 minutes that second half. No team sort of was on the front foot. They were happy to sit in. And I think that's where we can sometimes, can we pull them out of position? Can we create something? Can we have a little bit of a different dimension? But look, like I said, their boys are still learning. They're a young group. They're a good group. They're willing to learn, willing to listen. And look, we keep learning from them situations.
And would it be fair to say your team just lacked that cutting edge today, because there were spells where you had possession of the ball, you were moving it around, you looked threatening on the counter-attack, but Worcester's goalkeeper, Hayden Whitcomb, didn't really have many clear saves to make?
Yeah, again, we said at half-time, can we cause him more problems? Can we get some shots away? Can we move it into the front three or front two, whenever it was, and try and create some opportunities? But our real threat today was probably set pieces. And I think the delivery from Cal was excellent, but it was, again, can we go and attack it? Can we go and be the one on the front foot and have that ruthlessness about us? And it wasn't there today, which is frustrating. It's hard when you come here. Look, credit to Worcester, they defended well, they're resolute, they know how to win games of football at home, and that's maybe something that we need to learn on the road.
And next week you're back on the road again. You travel to Grantham Town. Do you expect to have any bodies that are missing for today back for that one?
Yeah, so hopefully we've got Aiden coming back. Hopefully we can get Joe Malkin back in the mix, and just more lads involved. Obviously, me, Michael, and Ryan will have a look and see if we can bolster our squad in sort of attacking wise and just bodies as well. Do you know what I mean? I think the two young lads, credit to them, Milad and Vlad, done very, very well today. So credit to the academy coming in. We've got some good boys in that academy, so they'll have their opportunities. We train together. But yeah, it's just about getting bodies in and getting us back on winning terms and get that run going again.
And just on Grant from a side who are fighting for their lives at the other end of the table. It was a very crazy game when we played them at Hayden Road. We were trailing. We then ran right at the second half. They got those 2 red cards. So I suppose you're expecting a very different game at their place.
Yeah, I think look, they by all means they give Welly a good game today. I think Welly come back late in the second half to turn the fixture around. So look, they'll be fighting for their lives. They'll be scrapping for every point. I don't think they'll be as open as they were earlier in the season. So we need to be ready to be able to try and break them down, be more creative, create opportunities and be ruthless. Like I said today, maybe we missed that opportunity, weren't as ruthless as we wanted to be. Saturday, we've got to be right at it.
And just lastly, your thoughts on Peter Sweeney, who was signed on Thursday, and also Aaron Dickens, who's left the club as well?
Yeah, like Aaron, he's a great lad. Opportunities, obviously, for him in recent times. He's a young lad. He's a good lad. He wants to play football. So, look, opportunities for him. He's moved on. We wish him well. He's a great lad, and he will be missed. In terms of Peter, like I've known Peter through the Sunday League scene. The lad is a workhorse. He's one that fans will love because he'll give 120%. And for a game like today, last week as well, if we could have got him in for the Welly game, I think he would have suited it. Pitches are getting a little bit heavier, and he'll come in. He'll work hard. He'll get the ball down, and he'll get us moving forward. So I think he's done very well today out there as well.
AFCRDTV and the final scoreline for a Saturday afternoon: Worcester City 3, AFC Rushden Diamonds 0. The man of the match for Diamonds, one of the new boys for Diamonds, Callum Ballinger. Callum, welcome to Diamonds, of course.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
But not the result you wanted today, obviously.
Not the result we wanted indeed today. You know, it's a tough place to come away from home. It's loud, and yeah, we are down to the bare bones at the minute. So we did.
Yeah, it was almost like half a team today for Diamonds, missing some key players.
And it's always a tough place to come when you're down to the bare bones. But we did. We fought through it. It could have been a lot worse. I thought the boys put a real shift in, and yeah, we dust ourselves off and we go again next week.
Yeah, not the start you wanted because Prince Henry scored in only the 6th minute, and you're already trailing 1-0. But give Diamonds credit, you sort of kept your composure and really played well until that penalty call right before halftime.
No, of course, it's never easy when you concede early on in the game, but I thought we regrouped, we got together, and yeah, we looked a bit more solid after that.
And Michael Harriman unfortunately had to come out with an injury himself, I believe a
hamstring, yeah,
just before halftime.
Nice.
And the penalty kick in the 44th minute by Felix Miles. So you're down 2-0 at halftime. Was Michael very vocal at halftime, or what was the mood?
I think the mood was just, look, in our opinion, it's never a penalty. So we kind of regrouped, we go again, and yeah, we did. We went out there, we tried to give it our all, but it just didn't stick, and it didn't go from there.
Ooh. I don't want to be harsh, but a lot of the second half seemed to be huff and puff, I suppose, is the old cliche.
Yeah, no, it was tough. It was tough, and here, when you come to a club with so many fans, they are the 12th man, and it's hard. They do get behind their team, and they do get behind the decisions that the referee makes, and they influence a lot here. So, yeah, it's never easy, but we did. We got together, and we give it all that we can.
Worcester City, they're right up in the playoff zone, so that was a tough team to play today to begin with, and then you're missing a lot of key players for Diamonds: Jarvis Wilson, Jamal Adams.
Yeah,
and the list goes on and on.
We knew it was going to be a tough place before you come here, obviously with their fans, and they're up there, they're doing well, and give credit to them, they are a good side, and it's not nice to come here with the bare bones, but yeah.
So this was just your second game now with AFC R&D. Tell us just briefly, how did it come about you were acquired by Diamonds?
I was at Coventry Spinks beginning of the season, and I was enjoying my football, and then I spoke to Michael not too long ago, and it's an attractive offer. It's a big club, a lot of fans, and I couldn't say no to it.
Oh, of course. Well, it's good to have you, and my usual question for a new player for Diamonds, growing up as a kid, did you have a favorite player, and maybe which team do you support, maybe in the Premier League or something?
I'm a Championship club. I'm League One now, Birmingham City.
The Blues.
Yeah, the Blues.
Oh, they've had a rough go here and there. They got to battle their way back.
Tell me about it. Yeah, we weren't the greatest, but no. Growing up, I liked the old school Wayne Rooney.
Oh yes,
no nonsense Wayne Rooney. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, he's a manager himself now.
Yeah, he is.
Plymouth, I think.
Plymouth.
Yeah, well, very good. So, Callum, there's always the next game. We go up against Grantham Town a week from today, so hopefully that'll be another test.
Yeah, of course. We always, that's the good thing about, we always got next week to go and put it right, so we know what we've got to do, and yeah, we're going to dust ourselves down and go.
I don't need love.